And we're back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee, here with my co-host Charlene Chamberlain. Char, that was a really good interview with Joe Scarice.
Very informative.
He's just such a wealth of knowledge with the real estate.
Yeah, he's great. Good guy.
And he's a straightforward shooter. He's basically a New Yorker because he's from North Jersey. I always say North Jersey people are straight shooters.
A little faster.
Yeah, they're a little faster. They understand things a lot easier than we do. So you know what? Very interesting guest, our next guest.
Yes, and we're happy to have her with us today.
Yes. Now we have Gilah. Did I say that right?
Perfectly, thank you.
You know what? For you listeners and watchers out there, I have brutalized names, so
that's perfectly all right.
That's a point for me today.
I'm used to brutalization.
And then you're with Al's Choir.
Chorale.
Al's Chorale.
Which is a choir.
Which is a choir. Yeah. Al's Chorale. Now, so what is that?
It is a choir, a senior interfaith community choir that I established with some other individuals in memory of my father, Rabbi Albert Lewis, who was a rabbi in the community, in the South Jersey community, for over 60 years.
Wow, okay.
And after he passed away, I wanted to do something to honor his memory in the community, not only in the synagogue. And he loved people. He started the first interfaith council in this area in 1948 when he came here. And he loved music, so that's what we did.
Okay, so now you have a show coming up, correct?
We do. April 22nd at 7 o'clock. At Christ Our Light Catholic Church.
Now, where's that at?
Right down the road in Kings Highway.
Is it really?
Yes. It really
is.
It is. It used to be another name. I believe it was St. Peter or something, and then they renovated it and gave it another name, and it is an exquisite building that they graciously are hosting us.
Okay. So now, what is the play exactly about?
The choir, basically.
Or the choir, excuse me.
That's okay. We
I've
play
seen,
too.
I've seen we've had a couple of plays on this week, so
that's great.
I'm going to say play, but choir. What is what does it work? How does it work?
It is we don't sing any religious music.
Really?
We sing Queen.
Does this show have
heavy
a theme?
metal?
Wait a minute. Queen,
the
baby. Rock group Queen.
Rock group Queen.
I love that's like one of my favorite groups.
We sing Adele. We sing Beatles. We sing Motown. We sing some older goodies. But we like to appeal to the masses. So there's a song in there for everybody.
So now a choir does this.
A choir.
Now that's interesting because you have like Queen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get a choir to sing some of it, that's pretty
There's
interesting
choral
stuff.
music for almost every song you can imagine that you
Wow.
can't even think of that a choir would sing.
Now, do you have a live accompanist?
We do. We have an accompanist. Her name is So. And we have a musical director, and her name is Julia. And they are both amazing. They've been with us since the beginning. So joined us in the middle. And we're like all groupies.
Okay, back up a little because you guys lost me on that.
Okay.
What's the accompanist?
It's that person that plays the piano.
Oh.
Yes.
Why didn't you say a piano player?
I can use the word pianist, but
Yeah.
I'm afraid I might slip and something else.
Right. That's okay, you're allowed.
Accompanist.
Yes,
I gotta
right.
remember that.
It
'cause
sounds
I'll be
so much
like,
more sophisticated.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
It does. So, how many members do you have?
We have, on paper, 95.
95.
What?
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, including snowbirds.
Yes.
And it is we don't have auditions. Our
Anybody?
motto is
I love
seniors
that.
singing purely for enjoyment.
Right.
I love that.
I do too.
And we have some professional voices in there, but our music director makes it all sound so extraordinary. And they just come and sing, and they come from all over, and we provide transportation if people need it.
If they can't get there.
And
nice.
and it's really a very incredible experience. And if I may, the idea came to me after I saw a movie
And
that
what
came
was
out
that?
several
Wait a
years
minute.
ago.
Can I guess it? And I don't even know.
He's a movie guy.
I'm a movie guy because I know what I was going to ask
Go
you.
ahead.
Sister Act.
Nope.
Oh,
Sister
okay.
Act.
Close. Young
Sister.
at Heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw those octogenarians belting
Yeah.
out heavy metal, and I said,
I'm
I
doing
want to
it.
do that in
Yeah.
our area. So, but we learned that if the members don't like a song,
They're
they
not
don't
going
really
to
want to
sing
belt it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was going to ask you that question. What, you know, besides obviously your father
Yeah.
inspiring you, but like what, like were there movies out there? Because I love Sister Act. I think that she took something, you know, people that had the talent and created this great choir, and it was unbelievable. It's like one of my favorite movies.
It is.
And they could sing. They could really.
God,
oh man.
It's an inspiring movie. It absolutely is. Yeah.
So now that's what's the dates again? April
22nd
Okay.
at 7:00.
Okay, so now you go there and, you know, they're there, all the audience is there. It's not like during church. They're there to see you.
Right,
You fill
right.
the house for that particular.
From your mouth to the church to God's ears. There's
Okay.
a 1,000-seat capacity.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
If we get a little less than half,
Right.
it will be a joyous accomplishment for us.
Right.
But we will sing
course.
to an audience of 6 people.
Of course.
We're
So,
good with
well,
that.
how long is this? How long does like one of these shows
Yeah, how long's
last?
the performance?
An hour
Performance.
plus,
Very
because
good.
we do also, Julia's great at interacting with the audience, so we have
Right.
a lot of
Gotta have that.
sing-alongs,
Yeah,
sing-alongs.
that's wonderful.
And this is our third Rabbi Albert Lewis annual concert. The first one was at his synagogue, Temple Beth Shalom in Cherry Hill. The second one was at the Jewish Community Center.
Yes.
And this one will be at Christ Our Light Church.
That's really
and
nice.
it's, you know, because we have all kinds of members of all religious faiths. And it's great.
How often do you rehearse?
Every week we sing.
Okay.
And then, if you want to call it, we sing every night, every Monday night at Temple Emmanuel in Cherry Hill from
Okay.
7 to 8:30. Yeah.
And does it cost anyone to join?
No membership fees, no auditions. I wanted something that is 100% welcoming. And we are nonprofit, and we
Good.
had seed money from Mitch Album
Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
and for some other people, but we are working very hard at trying to build the pot.
Of course.
And it's always a struggle, as you all know.
Let's talk.
No.
Let's talk a little bit about Mitch.
Yes. Mitch Album was a good friend of mine. We grew up together, and when he became prominent, he always maintained a relationship with my father. And one day, my father called him up and said, "Mitch, I want you to write my eulogy." And Mitch said, "Oh my God, are you dying?" And my
Oh, I
father
can
said,
imagine.
"We're all dying.
Right.
But when the time comes,"
Right.
You're
and
the guy
that
for the
started
job.
a
Yeah.
dialogue. Every week he would come, and then he wrote the book "Have a Little Faith" about my dad and a pastor in Detroit, Michigan. And my father did not live to see the book completed, but he knew that it was being written about
Right.
him.
Nice,
So
nice.
I did not feel uncomfortable going to him and saying, "I
No.
need your help with a little seed money,
Yeah.
please."
What a nice legacy
Wow.
too.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, really
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
That's really a wonderful way for you to honor your dad.
Well, you know what? I got to ask you this now.
Please
So,
do.
is this only okay? You have a show in April,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, when do you do the other shows?
We
I
have
mean, do you do
performed-
other shows?
Yeah, during the year we do an average of 8.
Okay.
And we do assisted living facilities, we do synagogues, we do community events. We sometimes are asked to perform for the community 4th of July
Of course.
event.
Yeah, a
We-
park event.
Right, and we did the Thanksgiving service. But we're getting so big that we're outgrowing the assisted living facilities in the community.
I was going to say, like,
Yeah.
that's, you know, I know a couple that are huge, you know what I mean?
Oh,
but,
then you have to give me their
Yeah.
names
well,
later.
you have the oh my God, they're going to kill me, but I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple out there that are pretty big, and
That would be
that's what I'm
great.
saying. They, you know, that kind of uplifts, you know,
Oh
their
my
spirits
gosh.
and stuff like that.
We leave so many smiles behind. It is.
Even if they're not too mobile, they can hear
No,
it. Can
we
hum
go to
along.
them. Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, and even if they should doze off, it's nice to kind of doze with some beautiful music in the
Absolutely,
background.
it's Brandywine. Brandywine. Have you ever?
Brandywine, yes. We actually, they were almost going, they gave us their space to rehearse.
I was going to say
But
there.
we were so big.
Yeah, the Voorhees in the Voorhees.
In the Voorhees, we were so
Wow.
big we couldn't
Yeah.
fit in.
I
But
have
they were
friend-
wonderful to work
Yeah,
with.
friends. Melissa is over there.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
She is
wow,
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely are outgrowing. That's a
Yeah.
big place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I think we're going to a commercial break.
yeah, we're gonna go commercial break, and we'll be right back.
In a world where bankers have lost all interest, where robots and fat cats rule our fortunes, one woman
Hi.
will stand up and strive to do the impossible. Be treated like a person. Friends and neighbors will join her quest. Ordinary people will band together against the forces of corporate greed. And together they will form Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, already in a neighborhood near you.
Imagine the finest hand-selected USDA prime steak you'll ever have. The freshest line-caught seafood, our Wine Spectator award-winning wine list, and soul-satisfying desserts. Bring that together with the perfect date, the winning business deal, a memorable family celebration. Welcome to Rod's Steak and Seafood Grill in nearby Morristown, New Jersey. Bring your appetite and feed your passion.
Your credit score is yours, and at Experian Credit Expert, we want to help you really use it. With access to helpful Experian experts over the phone and online, we can help you use it to get a better idea of what info the banks have on you. Use it to get more choice of mortgages. Use it to make your money go further. Take the next step to improving your financial future with your free 30-day trial at experian.co.uk.
Here at Freppi's Tex-Mex, you can definitely taste the freshness in our food. You should definitely come to Freppi's because it's a great place. You can bring your family, very kid-friendly. All my servers are amazing, friendly people. Everyone here is just happy to serve, and I think it shows. The thing that sets us apart is the quality and freshness of our food. And I think once you try it, you'd be coming back. I'm Joe DeSario, co-owner of Freppi's Tex-Mex in Plainfield, New Jersey.
And we're back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee, and I'm here with my co-host Charlene Chamberlain. Hey, Char.
Hi.
And we're here with our lovely guest, Gilah Lewis, right?
Gilah Sietz. Yes.
Gilah Lewis Sietz.
Thank you.
And Gilah is with Al's Corral. That's the only thing I messed up today.
No
Al's
problem,
Corral.
no problem.
A course that it travels.
Is it multi-generational or is it just
It
for
is,
seniors?
no, it's seniors. Our motto is if you have an AARP card,
You're
can be
in.
a member.
That's your membership card.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. So, what is your background for music?
Well, I'm a trained actress and vocalist, but I way prefer being behind the scenes in this one.
Okay.
So someday, when I have time on my hands, I could very well see myself being a member of this choir.
Awesome.
But not yet, because
Yeah.
there's so much to be done behind the scenes
I
to
know.
make it
There's a
happen.
lot to make it happen.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
So, why don't you tell our audience the dates and everything,
And
how they can get in touch with you,
Okay.
how they can tickets, everything.
We have a website. It's www.alscorral.org. You can also call my home number, 856-795-1678. There is a very goofy message on it, but I assure you it's me. I do different voices each week so I don't get bored with myself. We also hope to have tickets available at certain venues in the area, and we will list that on our website. And you can call me and I can send you, and tickets will be sold at the door at Christ Our Light Church at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
April 22nd.
And I think maybe we should mention that if you're an organization or a community group that would like to have the choir come out, the chorale come out and perform,
We would love it.
please reach out to Gilah.
Please, thank you so much.
Absolutely, I'm going to do that too.
Oh, that
We
would
were
be.
talking between breaks.
Bless
I got
you,
some
bless you,
ideas
bless you,
going on.
bless you. Yeah.
So, we're going to thank you for coming on.
Oh, it's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure.
And,
Nice to
we
meet you.
are,
Good luck with your show.
Thank
We'll
you.
be back in 90 seconds after this commercial break.